Here's Brody Brazil.
I want to talk about Drew Remenda, of all people. Now, you guys obviously crossed paths during your time as a player, and he was a broadcaster. And then right around the same time that you went to the Rangers, he also left the San Jose Sharks for different pastures, let's just say. Your thoughts on Drew Remenda, because he's now officially back in the flesh as one of our teammates.
I don't like to admit this, but I actually really enjoyed Drew.
Why is that not okay?
I'm kidding. He's not a good-looking man. He should be on the radio, first of all. That's the first thing. But no, I was a player. I watched. I think you guys know this. And if you didn't, I always would go. I would DVR my games, go home, have my post-game meal, and watch my shifts. So, lucky for me, I was playing 25 to 30 minutes. So I was watching a lot, and I had to listen to Randy and Drew call the games, and I think they both did a terrific job. I think Drew was honest. I think if he didn't like a certain play or a certain effort, he would call a player on that. And sometimes teams don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear their reporters, their broadcasters speak negatively, but I think he was honest. And that's what I've always appreciated about him. And him and I had some talks, and there'd be like, I remember one game in particular, he called me out on something, and we talked about it the next day because I completely disagreed. And he was open, and he was awesome. And I'm really happy that he's back on board. And I appreciate his honesty, and I think he's very good for the game. So I'm looking forward to seeing him and talking to him. Although I'm not seeing him so much, not looking forward to seeing him. Not really fun to look at, but certainly talking to him will be fun. We'll be all right.
Here's the rules, Boiler. It's okay to say whatever you want about Drew in a negative fashion, but don't you ever cross that line with Randy Hahn. Like that, now we're talking legend status. Drew is fair game. Randy is untouchable as the GOAT. All right, so just
Randy is the GOAT. I've hung out with Randy a couple times over the last few months. Been over to his house for dinner. Beautiful house. What kind of salary is he on? Because that house is unbelievable.
30-something years of calling games. Come on, you got to get some reward out of it.
He's amazing,
yeah.
And there's nobody better.
I'm realizing what we got to do for you here, Boiler. You have the gold medal. You've got the Stanley Cup. You now need to get an Emmy. You need to go for the trifecta. And then as soon as you get an Emmy, you can quit TV. I want to get you an Emmy, and then you can quit that too.
Mic drop. See you. Fingers in the air.